how to bulk? That is the question, and believe me, I have done both of them, and then I'll quickly insert a picture of me on a bulk and me on a cut to show you the difference. But how do you actually do it in the right way so that you can actually get rid of fat and build muscle and not just gain fat? This is what we're going to be talking about today. So get comfy, grab your tea or snacks, and let's talk about one of the most important things when it comes to building muscle. Let me explain how everything works for you. Now, before we get into the video, I don't know if you noticed this beautiful bouquet of flowers. And if you're thinking I found a lovely man to be sending me this, you're wrong, because I'm just single AF and I'm loving it. But this lovely company is called Rose Forever. It's based in New York, actually. They ship worldwide as well. And this lovely company sent me this lovely bouquet of flowers. Look how beautiful these are. And you know what the best thing about this, because I used to buy myself flowers, especially when I went through my breakup. I used to buy myself flowers all the time. These, they're handmade, and they last you for even up to a year, and they basically look brand new throughout. They have so many different colors on the website as well. I recommend you checking them out. You can actually even get a discount when you use my code. I'll put it on the screen here, and also link down below to shop from them. But honestly, they look absolutely incredible, and they last you again for a year. So anyway, back into our bulking and cutting. First of all, I wanted to talk to you about the bulking, this aka this picture. I'll put it on the screen, and I've put a couple of pictures of how everything was looking back then, and I'll explain the pros and cons of how it's been for me personally. Obviously, this is also my personal experience. The pros obviously is like that my bunda was so much bigger. I mean, bunda gains, hello. Look at the bunda gains here. My size and my glute size has probably been the biggest I've ever been and I've ever had. However, you need to understand that when you're bulking, you will not just gain size around your glutes. It's quite normal to gain size around everywhere else in your body. You can see here that my face is also bigger, my waist was bigger, my arms were bigger as well. But overall, it doesn't look that bad. It's not that I look unhealthy or anything like that. And also in terms of strength, this is when I used to hit the majority of my PBs. So this is when I used to feel the strongest, especially during my leg days. Now, let me just explain to you what a bulk is before we get into the video, which is crucial to understand how and why I looked in a certain way. You're bulking basically, and you're gaining size when you're consuming, aka eating more calories. And I just do this because my Italian comes out. You're eating more calories than what your body burns at the same time. So you need to be eating. So if you, for example, I'm just going to give you a very example and a stupid number so you can understand. If you, I don't know, burn on a daily basis, everyone has got, first of all, a metabolic rate. So a certain amount of calories that you will burn, even just by being in a coma. Obviously our body, even if we stand still, there are things working. Our heart is pumping, like the way our body runs and everything. So we'll still be burning calories regardless, even if you're standing still. So everyone will have a certain amount of calories that is the base. So let's say you 1,200 calories will be your base, okay? This means that you will be burning 1,200 calories anyway, okay, without even doing any movement or moving around. Then there is certain things, obviously, as we start brushing our teeth, we move around, we go for a walk, maybe we walk to work, we do the dishes, we clean around. These are calories that you will be burning on a daily basis for daily activities. And then we also have the calories that you'll be counting in form of exercise, so basically working out at the gym. So you don't just burn calories by just going to the gym. There is different ways to burn calories. So let's say that overall in a day you burn 2,000 calories. I'm all completely making this up so that you can actually understand the logic behind it. But you eat 2,500, okay? That is being in a bulk, because obviously your 500 calories extra, okay, that will serve your body to grow. That is being on a bulk. Let's say instead that you still burn 2,000 calories, but you eat instead 1,800 calories. That means being in a deficit. That is as simple as it is. I wanted to make it simple so you literally understand. That's it. That's how it works. That's the basic logic, the most basic logic that you know and you need to know about bulking and cutting. Now, I'm always going to be honest about everything for me, and during this period of time that I was bulking, I was actually just concentrating mainly on my legs. I used to train upper body maybe just like once a week. I used to mess around. I wasn't really serious about it because this was at the beginning of my journey that I thought that training upper body would just make me look manly and I would just start getting, I don't know, pecs. Now I'm doing a cut. Am I eating a lot less? Not really. I'm not really eating a lot less because now I'm moving more. What does it mean? Now I've started to do upper body more. Now I train 5 times a week against the 2 to 3 times a week that I used to do before, because now I enjoy lifting upper body. And I also wanted to show you very quickly my upper body, how it's looking now. I mean, I don't look like a scary man or a bodybuilder, or I don't look like I've got pecs, do I? This was a misconception that I want you girls to really understand. You won't build crazy muscles just because genetically speaking we can't as women, okay? If you see men, it's because they've got more testosterone and they can build muscle more easily. As women, we can't. Very, very quickly, I'm gonna take you to the gym with me and show you my favorite upper body exercises in case you wanted to start also focusing on upper body, because trust me, leg days is perfect and it's still my favorite, but since I started training upper body, it literally changed my physique completely. Like, I can do heavier with my squats, I can go heavier with my hip thrust, and my overall, like, I feel more athletic. And even you can see the difference now, how I'm looking. I feel like now I'm looking healthier. Now I'm gonna take you to the gym with me and show you the best, my favorite upper body exercises. Hopefully you can start implementing them as well. Of course, we have to start with pull-ups. You guys know that I'm absolutely obsessed, just because this is probably one of the hardest exercises that you can do body weight wise, and a lot of people that can lift a lot of weight with dumbbells and barbells will not be able to do pull-ups necessarily, even if you've trained upper body for a while. It took me about probably 9 months to be able to do a pull-up, so I'll show you how I do it without the band. Just go all the way down and then pull your body weight back up. Now, if you're a completely beginner, I recommend starting from the assistant machine. And it's a little bit different in terms of working it out. The heavier you go with that machine specifically, that is the only machine that works basically opposite to any other machine. The heavier you put the weight, the easier it will be. So make sure that, because I remember the first time I used that, I had no idea how to work it out. I literally selected the lightest weight and I just almost dropped down on the floor. Now, once you actually feel more confident to start using a band, I actually recommend using an extra heavy one. So you actually have to tie the resistance band. So you grab one of the extremities, put it over, and then you put the extremity inside the loop. Okay, so nice and easy, you've got the loop here, and then you pull towards you, and that's it. So what I actually prefer, if you wanted to make it a little bit easier, you put your foot in it, but I just don't like the easy way ever, so I just like to put my knee in, okay, and then you just practice as many as you can, 4 sets. So go all the way down, take a nice stretch, and then all the way up, because some people just stop here and that's not a full rep, okay? So you have to make sure that you stretch all the way. Now, another great way to practice with your pull-ups, you actually do negatives. What you do, you just jump up, you would hold at the top, and then slowly come down as slow as you can. So that's the way you do it. So you jump up, and then you slowly go down. These are called negatives. These are probably the ones that help me get stronger the most. It will be hard at the beginning, okay, trust me. It's not meant to be easy, because pull-ups, as I said, are one of the hardest exercises to do, but you keep practicing. The more you practice, basically practice makes perfect. So again, you jump up, go down, as low as you can. Now, this is another special favorite of mine. This is particularly focusing on our triceps, aka on the arms, aka butt wings, whatever you want to call them. Now, I honestly feel like training my triceps has been one of the most game-changing things. And also we know that we can't spot reduce fat, as in if you want to lose fat around your arms, you can't basically do arm exercises. This has helped me so much tone my arms, because before it used to be so soft and flabby basically, but since I started training my underarms, I started basically, as you grow the muscle, of course, it starts getting more toned, and look how hard it is now. The key thing with this exercise is when you have your arms, basically elbows facing directly the ceiling, okay? And one thing that you'll tend to do with your elbows is to flare them out, because it's just natural, but try to keep them as straight as possible. Start with the barbell in front of us at eye level, okay? Then elbows, remember, down to your forehead, and then you want to push up to the ceiling, okay? The whole time. Extending our triceps all the way down. Next exercise. This is one of my favorites again, because it helps me sculpt my shoulders. And before I actually started, I only recently started getting into shoulders, because again, I used to think, oh my God, I'm gonna build such broad shoulders, blah, blah, blah. But obviously it was never the case. So as you can see, my shoulders are pretty normal, but I just feel so much more toned and sculpted. So what I do is just very easy. So with this exercise, obviously you'll be utilizing a bench. And listen, actually, don't have the bench straight up, okay? I want you to put it one notch down, so one level down. Rather than just being completely upright doing this, just try to lean against the bench, and it will be easier to do your shoulder press. Another thing with this shoulder press, just by looking at it, a lot of people will think that all you have to do, just let me just show you from this perspective, you have to do this, okay? Have your elbows basically out. What you need to do instead is just bring these in, okay? So you almost like in front of your face, so at the sort of chin level. So instead of having them completely out, I want you to bring them in, okay? And do this exercise instead of having them there. If you do it like this, you'll tend to hurt your shoulder joint. Another really important thing with this exercise, try to have your feet stable on the floor, because you can actually use your legs, yes, your legs, to drive the movement. So when you feel like you want that extra push, even for your shoulders, it's almost like you're pressing the floor with your legs, and you're using your legs to drive the movement as well. To lift your dumbbells up as well. Just this is a very good trick. You place the dumbbell on top of your thigh, and you lift your thigh up to bring it close to you so that it's nice and easy. And then use your legs to drive the movement up. Last but certainly not least, another back exercise, because we do love a sexy back, don't we? So what you want to do, grab a bench, okay, lift it up on a 45-degree angle. Just get it close enough to your cable, but far enough so that you can feel the pull. You'll have your cable attachment above your head. You'll sit on the bench and pull this towards the side of your body. I showed you this in the past, but because it's just such a good exercise, I want you to squeeze while you do this, and then release, stretching your lats to the fullest. Okay, and then bring it close to you. Okay, I want you to feel it here. Anyway, for me, that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you really understood the difference when cutting and bulking. You have to be in a calorie surplus or a calorie deficit if you want to cut, and calorie surplus if you want to bulk. And if you want me to help you with the calories and the exercises themselves, there's always a link down below for one-to-one online coaching. I hope you also understood how important it is to train upper body, and if anything, I just look more sculpted and more toned. I don't look manly at all. I mean, this is just me being normal. I just feel stronger at the gym. Even with my leg days, it helps so much more. So I hope this inspired you to do that as well. But thank you so much for watching, and see you next time with another video.